What's up, all you sexy subs? It's the Frauds, Four Corners Fitness. If you're noticing the sound quality got louder, it's because I'm using an external mic. The past 12 to 14 months or so have been kind of different on my end. As you can see by the title of this video, it's called I Didn't Eat Vegetables for a Whole Year. And if you're wondering, why not? Well, it's because in early 2018, I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, having symptoms way before then. You can look up what that is if you want. Otherwise, it's going to be a little TMI for you guys. But I was trying to figure out what I could eat to prevent the symptoms from happening. The symptoms include, bloody diarrhea, abdominal cramps, headaches, chills, fevers, lots of just gut issues in general that just weren't good. I'm going to talk a little fast because it's golden hour and we're actually, the sun is setting. It's past golden hour. I came out a little late. But anyways, I was trying to figure out what to eat, and I started off the year eating like eggs and spinach. I was eating out way too much before this. My last semester of college, I was going to Whataburger, eating out like every single day. Sonic, wings, eating junk food in between classes because, college students do that. And I think let's transition over into right around diagnosis time. I was having like a couple eggs with some spinach in the morning. I was having like carrots and beef and some other stuff in the afternoon, and then an avocado and beef or some fish at nighttime. And then between, I was having like, almond butter and coconut yogurt and all the stuff that I thought was healthy, that was like good for me, but in reality it wasn't. I was having a lot of like fruit juices, like carrot, apple, and something else, turmeric type juices. A lot, trying to go through juice cleanse. So what happened was I actually eliminated all vegetables first because I felt the most pain after eating the vegetables because the fiber was hard to digest when you have ulcerative colitis. So that went first. The fruits went next. I was like on this wave of drinking like mangosteen juice for a long time because I thought it would help clear my insides up, and it didn't. Took out the coconut yogurt and the almond butter, which was really hard because almond butter is addictively good, especially when you combine it with honey, which I was eating a lot of. So took out the coconut yogurt, took out the vegetables, and then all I was left was like the fruit juices and some fruit. So I took the fruit out and kept drinking the fruit juice every day, and I kept in avocados, and I was still having pain. So eventually, I think around March of last year is the last time I had a like that fruit juice or any type of vegetable in my diet. So for the past 12 months, I've been on a very strict meat-based diet. It's you can call it the carnivore diet. I was eating honey for a while, but I took the honey out just recently, maybe like 6 weeks ago. And then even before that, I would eat the honey very intermittently. So like I'd go a whole week with eating just very keto-based, zero carb. And then I'd go into eating, like I'd have honey for like a cheat day every so often. But most of the time it was just very strictly, like taking out the added, like the food that I was adding in, the processed food. And then I decided to just go on this like beef, egg, fish, chicken, green tea only type of diet. And I was feeling good. The only thing was I was using coconut oil for what I would use on the pan. And so eventually I started using butter, and I was using grass-fed butter like Kerrygold or something, and like it turned out to be way, way, way better. So from about mid-March of last year to mid-March of this year, which is, it's like March 10th today, I have officially not had a vegetable for an entire year. Just let that sink in for a second. An entire year without vegetables, without fruits. It's been 15 months without grains. I don't remember the last time I ate bread or rice or pasta or any of that stuff. Hell, I don't even remember the last time I ate chicken, to be honest, because I've been eating just strictly these few things. It's just beef, eggs, cheese, and butter. That's the diet I follow now. And it's not even a diet, it's just a way of life at this point, because if I try to bring something back into my diet, I'll have really bad symptoms, and it's just not worth it to me, and again, I just want to say I'm not a doctor, so like if you're talking about like cholesterol and saturated fat, like that's not really an argument, because I would rather go through whatever the effects of that are rather than go through the effects of the ulcerative colitis. And also the effects of saturated fat and cholesterol are actually beneficial to the human body if the saturated fat comes from animal fats, and cholesterol is actually needed to produce your sex hormone, so testosterone in men, estrogen in women. so I'm not really too concerned. I had 15 egg yolks today, and I had a pound of ground beef before I came here. I had some eggs and some cheese this morning. Like everything was cooked in butter, you know. And there's absolutely no variety in this diet. It's literally beef, eggs, butter, cheese, salt, pepper. That's it. I haven't eaten, like, I'm not counting pepper, but like I haven't eaten plants in 12 to 15 months, and I'm thriving right now. This could be different for everybody. I was putting turmeric on my meat for a while, but eventually I figured out that was bothering my stomach and my gut, so I decided to take it out. So going a whole 15 months without grains, going 12 months without fruits and vegetables, going just a whole year and some change without any processed food has been a game changer for my gut, first of all, and just mental health wise. And I feel like I just have massive amounts of energy throughout the day, and everything just stays very stable. So this isn't even like this kind of informative video. I'm just kind of just putting this out there. If you're going through something like an autoimmune condition, it might be a good idea to try this way of eating. And for me personally, I just did not want to go through the symptoms of ulcerative colitis over and over again every day for the rest of my life. So I'm on a very low dose of medication, and this way of eating has helped, you know, get me through some very tough, very down times. A year ago from today, I didn't want to leave the house because I was just shitting blood, and it feels so good to be out here. And you know, I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. This is me sitting around 135, 137 pounds. A year ago, I was sitting around maybe, like, I think after I got diagnosed, I was sitting around 115, and my peak was around 150. Just literally the summer before that. So summer of 2018. Oh man, no, that's not right. Because before the summer of 2018, I was vegan, which was probably we'll talk about that in another video. But that was probably the biggest mistake of my life. Eating carnivore, like 100%, is, I'm not going to say it's a panacea, but it's not a cure-all, but it will lower the harshness of your symptoms depending on if you stick to it or how hard you stick to it. Now, most people say that it's hard to stick to keto and it's not feasible long-term because it's not sustainable. But for me personally, it's like, if I don't stick to this way of eating, I will have all sorts of problems. So I would rather stick to this way of eating than deal with the consequences of eating whatever I want, which was a big thing for my gastrointestinal doctor. He said, let's try to find some medication so you can eat whatever you want. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, just tell me what I shouldn't eat. And he's like, oh, it doesn't matter what you eat. It's an autoimmune condition. We don't know how it happens. We don't know how to cure it. And then that got me thinking, you know, when you get hit with stuff like that, you just want to research. You just have this extreme thirst for knowledge that you just want to find out what the fuck is wrong with me and how the fuck can I fix it. Just wanted to say, you know, a year without vegetables and fruits, and I feel phenomenal right now. No complaints. Definitely feeling better, looking better, feeling good up here. No autoimmune responses from eating beef. No nutrition deficiencies, where when I was plant-based, it was fucking terrible. Skin's cleared up, acne's good. This isn't like a testimonial for the carnivore diet. I'm just letting you know that I just went a year without processed foods, no grains, no vegetables, no processed sugars, and I am just on another fucking planet of clarity, of health, of well-being, quality of life. I don't even know. Like I said, I'm just riffing off right now. So if any of this stands out to you, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to hit me up on some social media or whatever, or anything like that. But I think that's it for me. If you guys have any questions on any type of videos you want in the future, let me know. But yeah, that's just me signing off right there. And I know this was a little bit different style of video because I'm kind of just shooting the shit right now, kind of looking off into space. It's a beautiful fucking day. It was 77 degrees when I left the house. I don't know how it is right now, but yeah, that's it for me. This is a Faraz for Corners Fitness, and I am signing off.